Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Envy Jitter.
And I'm CheerandCosplay.
And guys, it's spooky month.
Woo!
Our favorite time of year, I assume.
Yes.
But yes. So, what did we decide on spooky month? With the themes for this month, we usually have some kind of theme going on. I think, what did we pick? Demons?
Yes.
Demons?
Demon!
It's your boy. Yes, so demons, all sorts of demon-y anime and stuff that is basically anime. Let's start with something that's basically anime that everyone's pretty much talked about to death at this point, but we didn't, so we should take some time. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
We've all seen this,
Yeah.
even before doing this
Yes.
episode.
I saw it
Yes.
twice
Yes.
before.
Okay. What's everybody's total times watching this at this point?
3 times.
Just
Two.
once.
Just once? Okay.
Also just once.
Oh my. Thought you guys thought people were going to watch more. You know what? I'm just going to bury the lead. Did anyone have a Okay, apparently we're getting a text from Kozi. They watched it 4 times. They were not able to be on this one today, unfortunately. But yeah, they saw it 4 times. That is unfortunate because we don't have the expert here. But just let's bury the lead. Did anyone not like this movie?
No.
What kind of question is that?
I just wanted to know, because here's the thing. Let's just put it out there. I feel like I've heard very little to no criticism about this movie. Deservedly so. It's a good fucking movie, but I was going to be like, if anyone was like,
I have some criticisms,
Okay.
but I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I think it's really good. I think the songs are the highlight. There are a lot of fun characters, but I do have some criticisms that I'll get into later.
I'm the same way. I have some critiques. I don't think it's a perfect film, but I still like it. I don't dislike this movie.
I was wondering if anyone hated it,
No.
because I haven't heard that take yet. And I wanted to know what their thought process was. But apparently not today. So, all right, yeah. Who watched this when it first came out, and where did we go from that? I watched this probably a week or so afterwards, as it started to actually gain a little bit of hype through the memes and stuff.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I think it was a week or 2 after it came out.
I would say same. I saw a bit of the buzz of it online, and the first thing I really saw of it was an Instagram reel of the Saja Boys doing their performance of Soda Pop there in the middle of the streets. But that wasn't the thing that actually got me to watch it. It was the clip of when Derpy the tiger first shows up, and he's trying to get the potted plant to sit back up again, and that was when I was like, okay, I have to watch it now. It has a derpy cat. That
was literally the first thing I saw about it. And I'm like, what is this? And then I saw it was called K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, that's the stupidest fucking name in the world. I have to watch this movie now.
I saw the trailer for it when it came out a couple months before June, and I thought, okay, it's made by the same people that made the Spider-Verse movies, or at least Sony Animation, so it looks pretty. But again, it's one of those things where this is either going to end up really bad or it's going to end up really good. And for Netflix, it ended up being the latter, to say the very least.
Yeah.
Sony famously, or infamously, sold the rights to the film for $20 million. And I think Netflix got that money back and more.
I think at an executive level, Sony does not always make good decisions when it comes to really good properties. But yeah, I was expecting this movie to be I'm scrolling through on demand at 2 a.m, finding just dumb shit. That's how I watched a movie called Zombie Strippers. It was as dumb as you would think it is. And I thought with a name like K-pop Demon Hunters, it was going to be that. So happy to be wrong.
I'm just kind of curious, not to get off topic, but where did you watch a movie called Zombie Strippers?
I forget what channel it was supposed to be on, because it was way back, when I was in high school or something. But yeah, I was just it's late. It was probably close to Halloween or something. Zombies, I'm a teenage boy, strippers. It all makes sense to me.
Okay.
It's really dumb.
So Kozi says that she held off until her feed was completely overtaken by the memes for the movie. Cece? What?
I mean, same as Kozi. We watched it the first time together.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly when, but I remember we were all discussing it, doing this episode, and everybody was like, yeah, we've all watched it. It's yeah, we had already seen it by about a week.
Okay.
I do like it's kind of gone from like being, it started out not great, like a moderate success, and then it's slowly overtaken every other movie on Netflix to be number one, which I'm happy about because I think that's deserved because there's a lot of things that are up top that shouldn't be.
I thought it was number one when it came out.
Not number one that first week. I think it took like 2, 3.
I don't think so.
It's just a rarity because if you look at the charts for the viewing stuff on there, because I have seen some people do analysis of this, most of the time for most Netflix stuff, it's like the first week is their height and then they just drop off. This one has had the opposite effect where it's like it just slowly keeps gaining more viewers.
It did go up over time, but I think it was still number one when it came out.
Number one for that week, not number one overall. It only just recently overtook Red Notice.
So I feel like for that situation in particular, it might have been a combination of like, they put it out there, like parents who have young children probably watched it, and then I think we got bombarded with reels and like clips of the movie, and then also people doing the dances.
Yeah.
And then I think it just kind of went from there.
It's crazy. So. It's almost as if you make a good movie, good word of mouth will make it successful.
I mean, particularly with today's internet, yes.
And because Netflix released the film theatrically for that 1 week for the sing-along, it is now eligible to be nominated for the Oscars, and you know damn well that Golden's going to be nominated for Best Original Song.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till, I think it's like February to find out what's going on there. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I might be wrong, but I don't think any foreign animated films other than a Miyazaki film has ever won anything at the Oscars.
Wait, this isn't a foreign film. This was made in America.
I keep forgetting that it's not actually a Korean thing.
Unless I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it was made in America, though.
I don't know, because Sony... What? You know what? It probably is. Never mind. Still.
Like, somebody fact-check me if that's not true, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, then they're usually going up against Disney.
Going into that, and I'm someone who hasn't really listened to a lot of K-pop, do the songs in this sound like K-pop songs?
Yes.
Or do y'all think that they sound like Americanized K-pop songs?
Yeah, I mean, like, they sound like recent K-pop songs. So, like, most K-pop songs now, especially the, like, popular ones, they sing in English, like, 80% of the time. They are trying to, like, be more global, I guess is the reason for that. So, like, it does sound like the more mainstream kind of recent Americanized K-pop. Not really like the old K-pop. It's gone through, like, many generations, but, like, yeah, it sounds like the new stuff that you'll hear, like Cat's Eye or, like, recent Blackpink or things like that.
I know you were very into BTS for a while, and you made me watch.
Yeah, nowadays not so much. I think their recent stuff went downhill a lot, and yeah, I could say that about some artists. In my opinion, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of haters for saying that BTS went downhill, but yeah.
I don't know that we have a bunch of stands in the comments. Yes, Kozi is commenting on stuff in our Discord and whatnot. So they did start topping charts July 29th, which is a month after it came out, which seems rare for a Netflix type situation because, again, most of it, you get all your viewership in 1 week and then you die or something similar. And all the music was composed by an actual K-pop trainee. I do think I knew that. And she was like, at this point in her career, much older than most people do when they like actually get to break out into like their career kind of thing. So she was kind of sidelined by her company or something. And then she did this and it's like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I think she didn't really make it in the company.
10 years and they refused to debut her. Well, you know what? She's on top of the world now. So
yeah,
good for her.
To answer your question from earlier, Al, the film was animated in US and Canada, but the film's co-director is Korean, and it was very inspired by Korean folklore, obviously.
Yeah. All right, we'll call it American then. So, hey, it's got a chance. It could have a chance for Best Animated Feature then, which would be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else would be up for it from this year. You know what? We'll get closer to...
Probably Best Song.
I'm going to throw it out there. Maybe in February, we take a look at what's up for... Or maybe January, we take a look at what's up for Best Animated Feature and see if there's anything there that's worth talking about at that point.
Yeah,
but that'll be for later. For now, do we need to tell people what the plot of this is? I feel like everyone's seen it at this point.
I mean, I have to admit, it is pretty creative, you're trying to seal away demons, but instead of doing a regular seal, you're doing it by singing. And it's been revealed that different girl groups from throughout the ages are singing. So you go from like traditional centuries-old performances to doo-wop from the 20s, and then American rock or American pop in the 60s to now K-pop.
Actually, I think it's stuck through Korea through the whole thing. But yes, there were different eras to that. Kozi again coming in with probably the best synopsis we have for this. Plot is generational trauma. Fair. Well. Very fair. It is a recurring theme in a number of animated things I've seen lately. And idols need to go to therapy. Yeah, probably. Although I will say this movie is kind of unrealistic in terms of, it is. They do joke about how they don't have a lot of breaks in between for the K-pop stars, but for the most part, they're treated pretty well. Whereas in real life, K-pop stars aren't really treated that well. Like Bobby's a saint. Yeah. Like Bobby is their manager. He's like amazing.
Yes.
And most managers in real life aren't that great.
That's what I've heard.
I think like this movie does like glamorize like what it's like to be an idol a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they spend like 90% of the time training, learning like the dances, like doing all that rather than like music videos and fancy outfits and stuff. And like a lot of it's torture, unfortunately. So like I think it does give like a very nice side of like the idol world, whereas if you don't know anything about it, you might be tricked into thinking that's all there is. But it does have some nice like inside jokes in there and stuff, like fan meets and things like that. So it gets some things right, though I know that they took out a scene that like I guess American producers found it confusing, because like idols will often do these little things where they I think it's like archery or something. Like they have these little shows or these little events that they go to. And like one of those events is more like co-ed. So they wanted like that part where they were doing the fan sign to be like one of those events. But the producers were like, why are they doing archery or whatever? And but it's a K-pop thing that people do, because fan signs are usually like fan meets are usually not co-ed.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, is it specific to archery?
I'll look it up to see if it's specific. Sometimes I think there's like track. They'll do track or something.
Okay, so just like a general athletic event that you just go to?
But let me see if it... let me fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure... I've seen a lot of videos where they do it though. Like specifically like archery or like sports or like whatever.
I do know, at least from what you show me from some stuff, that they have an insane amount of like social media constantly going out from everybody.
Like little reality shows they do a lot. You know? Like you saw some of the variety shows, which was accurate, like where they were doing the little contests or whatever.
Yeah, there's that, but I'm also talking like personal vlogs and other sort of things. They're like constantly have a camera in their face.
Exactly.
I do want to bring that up later because I have an idea for something. But you mentioning the archery thing, and there was supposed to be something that the American producers didn't understand. They said like there was maybe an hour or two cut from this movie or something, or they had enough material to make like a 3-hour movie here. And I don't know if it was Sony or Netflix, and they're like, no one wants to see 3 hours of this. And then all the fans find out, they're like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Director's cut.
Yeah, I think they've already greenlit 2 sequels and a live-action movie, and we're happy about 2 of those 3 things.
I think they also greenlit an animated series.
Okay, interesting. Can I pitch something?
Or at least there's a talk about it.
Can I pitch something? Because, all right, hear me out. We're probably looking at a 2 to 3 year wait between these movies, more than likely. Yeah. I think there could be a fun way to maybe bridge the gap, just have a little bit of buzz on the internet for some random stuff. My pitch is a series of short videos, either on YouTube or Netflix or wherever you want to put them. Just some little 2 to 3 minute shorts, and essentially have it be like those vlog things, the social media kind of output stuff that like a lot of K-pop stars have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it from the Saja Boys' perspective. Specifically, hear me out. I'm gonna be real with you here. We don't really talk about them that much. I don't think the Saja boys know how to function as people. Except for Jinu.
No, they don't.
Absolutely not.
Because they're demons.
Yes. So, hear me out. It's just a 2 to 3 minute series of just like vlog sitcom kind of things where Jinu's trying to get all the other Saja boys to act like people and they can't.
They're pouring coffee in the flower pots.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be real with you. I want it to just be like Sonic Boom or Barbie Life in the Dream House, just absolutely stupid ridiculous.
No, not Barbie Life in the Dream House. Barbie had her own like vlogs on YouTube.
I haven't watched that, but
did.
I've watched Life in the Dream House, and that's the exact kind of comedy that I want.
I honestly would like to see, because they had a bunch of songs they cut, I would like to see music videos for them, please, and thank you.
That would also be good.
And to stop you there, I'm gonna just read off what Kozi typed in the chat real quick. I think this is going back to why they are treated so well. I think the reason is Celine is the owner of their production company. Correct me, Kozi, if I'm wrong in the chat. And then she also said, bro, the scene with Rumi confronting Celine was supposed to be much darker. I can imagine it being so, yes. But I can also understand for being a PG movie that they're probably like, maybe let's cut that back a little bit. We don't want the parents to get too upset.
This is why I am pitching a 2 to 3 minute sitcom as opposed to anything else right now. But thoughts on fan theories about Celine killed Rumi's mom?
Ooh, maybe.
What if
you banged a demon?
Canon. Kozi says canon.
She says canon. Do the creators say canon? Because if so, hey, that's your whole second movie right there. Let's confront. Let's have flashbacks to different types of training stuff. Let's see because you brought up how do we know where Rumi comes from here? She's a daughter of the friend and all that sort of stuff.
We need to meet her dad.
Well,
we need to see the backstory.
Also, how did Zoe and Mira get into this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That'd be interesting.
Like, it's one thing because there's so many people who are like trainees and they're like, they want to be K-pop stars. How did you pick the two who could actually be like, not only are you K-pop stars, you are going to hunt demons?
Yeah.
It's gotta be generational, apparently, according to Kozi.
That's honestly the biggest criticism I have with the movie, in that, yes, this is Rumi and Jinu's story, first and foremost, but I feel like, while I didn't hate them as characters, I enjoyed them. Zoe and Mira didn't get as much development as they should have. They basically introduced them in the beginning song with like a quick flashback, and they had a few moments or a few scenes where they tried to juggle their issues. You know, Zoe's afraid of being rejected, Mira's the rebel in her family, but they kind of just answered them in like a quick sentence. Like, they never really, to me, they didn't go after them enough.
I mean, I feel like a prequel movie or like an animated series sort of like kind of delving more into their lives while also fighting demons could definitely like bridge that gap. For sure.
Or they can even do it in a sequel too, like explore more of their trauma, because why not?
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking, because as far as like if Celine's the bad guy in the next movie, you could have them confronting her in the present, but also what was going on in the past that eventually led to all this. Sort of like a Godfather 2 situation.
My idea for the series is just a bunch of one-offs about the previous girl groups.
That could be interesting.
That would be
love
fun.
to get some music and varying styles and just see what each of them were like.
I will say there are a bunch of like small hidden things here and there. Not really hidden, but like allusions to a number of different things. Kozi says Celine isn't a villain. She's a representative of the unrealistic standards that Korea held people to. That's fair, and maybe that is what needs to be confronted, and she can be a representative of that, as you're saying. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know how it would go over, but these people seem talented. I feel like they could do something in that vein. But I know that the Saja boys were also meant to be representative of a number of problematic elements in the K-pop sort of fan circle sort of thing. Each of them is kind of meant to represent sort of something that is done to them. Abby is we're going to just over-sexualize the hell out of you. Baby is we're going to infantilize you. Mystery is you're not allowed to actually show anything about who you actually are. And romance is parasocial relationships, where people think that you have some sort of connection to this person. No, you do not. And then Jinu is the unrealistic perfection sort of.
And then Baby is the infantilization?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay. I didn't catch that part.
Nothing for nothing. I don't know who is the funniest, because this is a funny movie. I don't know who the funniest person is, but he has the funniest individual line in the movie.
His only line in the movie.
Baby Sasha is the winner! Goo goo gaga.
So stupid.
All right, I think we've beaten around the bush long enough. What was everyone's favorite song in the movie?
Okay. All right. Everybody go around. I need to marinate for a second.
Your idol.
What it sounds like.
Yeah, at first I thought it was Soda Pop, and Soda Pop is still incredibly catchy. But yeah, I think it's what it sounds like too.
I think Soda Pop. I don't know. I like them all.
I believe Kozi is saying Free. I kind of like the first one with How It's Done.
Good.
How It's Done.
Yeah, I like it because they don't initially start with their weapons, which seem to be able to... First off, do we think they're killing the demons or just sending them back to hell? I think sending them back to hell.
I think so, yeah.
In any case, you hit them with the magic Honmoon weapon, and it's an instantly beat the demon. They spent like 2 minutes just beating the shit out of them. Not because they had to.
There was a reason for that.
Not because they had to. Because they enjoyed it. I'm like...
No. They were stalling for time because the ramen needed to cook for 3 minutes.
I hear you. But they could have pulled out the weapons at any time. You just enjoyed kicking the shit out of these people. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fun.
They had to weaken them before they could throw the Pokeball.
Yeah. What was the training that Celine put them through that they were able to do their makeup while jumping out of a plane? Do you think there was an actual thing where they were supposed to parachute out of a plane while doing makeup and they were asking, when are we ever going to have to use this? And then lo and behold, they had to use it?
That actually is a joke online that I saw like on Reddit where it's like, the audience is like, oh, here they come. So that's implying that this isn't the first time they've jumped out of a crashing airplane into
that might. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That might just be normal idol training.
It is kind of like such an over-the-top sort of like crazy situation that you could be like, you could make this joke about just about anything in the movie, and it is fun. Okay, so everyone said their favorite song.
Yes.
Why? I said my why. How about everybody else? We got 2 Soda Pop stands. What's with Soda Pop? What makes it pop for you?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I haven't done the weather in years.
Mine is what it sounds like. Yeah, I like the message of the song because obviously it's the main representation of the theme of that movie. But also, I just think the more I hear it, the more I like the sound of it the most.
So I think for me, again, quoting Envy, it's definitely like the theming of it because it's like accepting who you are and overcoming your struggles and sort of like, you know, kind of like self-acceptance. Mm-hmm. Well, it is self-acceptance, not kind of, it is. And just sort of like trusting each other to be able to like share those pieces of yourself that you're, you know, sort of scared of, but you know, you kind of just have to. And I don't know, it just sounds really, really good. Like the harmonizing that they had, that song was really nice. So
yeah, I imagine Yin, you like it because it's a good villain song.
Yeah, it's a really good villain song. I love the visuals in that one. Like the way that they did the lighting and the choreography, the outfits, the colors, like they did a really great job putting that together. And we get to see like all their demon forms in action and everything. I think it was, yeah, one of the ones where I like the choreography and everything the best. And the visuals of the music really came together for me. I also just think it's really catchy. It's a really good song. So yeah, I like that one best, but I do like, my favorite Huntrix song is What It Sounds Like, and I really love that one as well. And they come right after another, so it's like my favorite sequence of the movie. 2 really great songs that, you know, the way that it follows your idol is really good, and I thought it ended up being really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Question, are they hotter as demons?
Yes.
That was an easy one. Okay.
That wasn't even a hesitation there.
No hesitation, yes.
Kozi says they took drugs during the sequence of Free.
That's a fair assumption that is being made.
I will say though, if you're going by pure choreography, Soda Pop is probably my favorite, and that's probably because it's probably the easiest I can dance to.
Yeah.
Being honest.
You just gotta do the shoulder wibble wobble.
I can't help but notice we did not mention 2 big songs in the movie, Golden and Takedown, which Golden is like...
I do like them,
that's like
but
the
I
number
feel
one
like
song or something?
what it sounds like, it just hits a lot harder, particularly for what that moment in the movie is. So I think that's why I like it more. But I like Golden. If you put Golden on, I'll have it stuck in my head for like an entire day. But what it sounds like is the one that I will put on repeat.
Yeah, same. That's pretty much how I feel. Like, I don't think there's a bad song in the movie. Like, all 7 songs in the movie are really good. It's just one has to be above the other.
Any thoughts on Takedown?
It's fun.
I like it as like a villain song for the girls, kinda.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is, more or less. But
it's the only song from the movie that has 2 versions. The one that's sung,
true,
yeah, the
one from Twice.
Yeah. All right. I think we also have to give a little bit of love to one scene that also has a song that is never mentioned.
Oh.
What about the K-drama slow motion song?
Yes!
Oh, yes. I do love that one. I will also listen to that one, too. And then there was
the one where the Saja boys get injured, or more specifically, Rumi sees Jinu for the first time.
Yes.
And it goes full K-drama.
Amazing.
And then they get off the elevator, and there's also Strategy by Twice, which honestly I think is pretty catchy as well.
Yeah.
And it's more like background music, but I'm like, this is a good song. Where is it?
Yeah. I really like that the animation team was not afraid to make these people look insane during a lot of these shots. There are some really funny facial expressions throughout this movie, and just weird little moments. Like, I don't know. I am never gonna not laugh at Jinu running and giggling.
Their expressions are so good.
It's so stupid.
I think out of all of the Saja boys, I think he's my favorite, but only because he's such a fucking dweeb.
He is. See, that's why he's the main character of my series of 2 to 3 minute vlogs on YouTube, where he is constantly trying to wrangle his family of insane people. Also, Mystery is just a dog. We've all agreed that he doesn't actually have a functioning human brain.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about favorite gifts. I mean, that whole sequence where they're eating the snacks before their concert on the plane, that's just a gift goldmine.
I'm more of a fan of the yeah.
We're going to kick their butts. Yeah.
That's my girls.
And when they have to disguise themselves and they almost take Ruby's head off. And Ruby just falling randomly in slow motion with like the worst like, oh, you caught me in a bad moment face.
Yeah. Like at Disney, they're not allowed to have ugly faces at any point in time. It's really nice seeing that. We love it.
It's nice that we don't have to pause the old Disney movie in a weird place to find the really weird faces.
But that was amazing, though. Those frames that people found over the years.
Yeah. And now people are just doing it because, hey, we like this.
It's funny.
And the voice cast I thought was pretty good overall too, for both the regular voicing and the singing voices. They were different, obviously, for each one, but everyone was good.
All right, I do have to ask because the K-pop fandoms all have their biases for their favorite members. Yeah, I know some of the lingo. It showed me too much things.
You do know.
All right, who's your bias on Huntrix? Who's your bias on Saja Boys?
Are you just saying like who is our favorite?
Yeah, that's what that means. You got to get with the lingo.
I am not a K-pop stan.
Well, you were in the wrong place.
Zoe and Baby.
Zoe and Baby.
Rumi and Jinu.
Okay.
I would go with Zoe and Jinu, but my favorite character overall is the cat.
Yes, I knew it.
Look,
the cat's so good.
I'm sorry. If we include the cat, he's everybody's
bias.
That's unfair.
But
ultimately, we're all just trying to find out who's second place to the cat.
Right.
Screw it. I don't have a bias except Bobby. Bobby's my bias.
All right, Bobby is pretty good.
Bobby's a good choice.
Okay, but in all seriousness, probably Rumi since she had the most development, although I do like Rumi and Zoe. And as far as Saja Boys, I mean, Jinu's the only one with the personality in that film, and he's kind of not that good of a person when you look at his backstory, so I don't know if I want to base my bias off of him. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't have one for Huntrix. Saja Boys.
You're all wrong. It's Abby and Mira the whole way.
Okay. Explain yourself.
Abby is hilarious. He gets the most lines that is from Saja Boy that is not Genu, and they're all gold. Admittedly, no one of them is funnier than Goo Goo Gaga. But his autograph is just sketching his abs. Hilarious. He's voiced by Pro ZD, and if you've seen any of the, oh my god, this is the same voice actor where he's like,
that one's always looking at me. So, you finally arrived. What the hell are you wearing? It's my ass-kicking outfit, bitch!
He's hilarious. Love him in that. And Mira she's just Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I love that.
I've only had Arlo for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Very violent eulogy. I like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I genuinely, for half a second, thought that maybe they got Stephanie Beatrice to voice her, and I was like, no, they wouldn't. Would they? I'm gonna check.
No, the person they got for her, it was basically one of her first major U.S. roles.
Well, let me tell you something. She is doing a fantastic Rosa Diaz impression. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about here. We pretty much covered most of it. We covered our favorite songs. We covered our favorite characters.
Well, I guess one question we didn't ask that I've seen people debate online is, do you think Genu is worth redeeming after finding out his backstory?
I don't like to think that people are beyond redemption. I almost kind of want to know what the Saja Boys, the other ones, did. Because they get little to nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm almost like, what led you to hell?
So, my thing is that they transform.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe they were already down there.
Oh, no, they were. But I want to know, because, like, I'm guessing that every demon down there once used to be a human who succumbed to Gima. So what did you do? What was your thing? You know what I mean? What's Gima, like, speaking to your own anxieties and shame?
I guess I just never really thought that, like, to be a demon meant to, like, become one from when you were a human. I thought, like, maybe some of them were already there.
I don't know. It doesn't fully explain, but I'm just kind of going off of, like, Supernatural right now. I'm filling the blanks where I can.
But the thing is like, I always thought, like, oh, maybe they're just shifting their appearance, because all of them can shift their appearance.
There's a theory they were a K-pop group prior to the movie. Okay. See, that would fill in...
from the images that were in the doctor's office. Yeah, I saw that theory, and I could believe it, but...
Oh my god.
For some reason, that's just, like, too easy.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God,
I guess
guys.
I want it to be something different.
What if the Saja Boys are Zombieland Saga?
Oh, no.
But they were girls.
That's not the point. I don't know.
They were girls, and now that they're demons, they're boys.
I will say this. That theory would make sense as to how quickly they were able to turn around, like, their ability to actually say, okay, I'm actually looking at this picture now that you just brought up. Oh, fuck me. That is, like, almost 1-to-1. That might be them.
Interesting.
Okay, I don't like that theory simply because I love the idea of Gina, like, struggling to get them to learn a dance in, like,
because they're all
days.
Feral?
Yeah. Like, genuinely,
Same.
that it would be much funnier. And it allows me to, again, pitch to whoever is going to make this the 2 to 3 minute series of shorts of vlogs of the Saja Boys failing to be human. And Genu having to wrangle them the whole time. It would be a gold mine, I'm telling you right now. Hit me up.
Oh, I saw a movie that was a rock band that sold their soul to the devil to get more popular.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Jennifer's
feel
Bottom?
like that's...
No.
No.
Not that one.
I feel like that's what this Saja Boys theory is going for.
Oh, okay.
American Gods? Was that it? American Devil? Something like that. It was American something.
American Gods is a different thing. Do they ever bring up the devil
say
in that?
it probably was American Devil.
It had the main character is the lead singer of Black Veil Brides.
I'm not familiar.
Very into him, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch your movie. It was not great, but they made a show continuing it, and I really liked the show. American Satan? That might be it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll look into that if you want the Saja Boys backstory. I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about here. Anyone? I'm a yay?
I'm a yay.
I don't feel like I have to explain further.
Yeah. Big yay.
Yeah.
Hard yay.
Yeah, I'm a yay as well.
Yeah, of course I'm a yay.
My siblings are pretty resistant to any Eastern media. I can't get them to watch anything. But I almost snowballed them into watching this one.
Oh.
Because, like, for one of them, Spider-Verse is, like, one of his favorite movies ever. So I'm like, it's the same studio.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Honestly, like, my brother and his girlfriend have watched this and they liked it. And I just feel like this is a movie that, like, if a lot of people gave it a chance that wouldn't normally watch it, like, I feel like they'd be kind of into it, at least a little bit.
Like One Punch Man.
Yeah, it is very accessible to people that may not be into K-pop or not as familiar with it. And you could hopefully you can find something that you would like in it.
Yep. I don't know. Anyone else got anything else they want to say, or should we call it a night? I'm not hearing anything, so I'm assuming that we've all got out everything that we want to get out. All right, we have exorcised the demons, and now to find out about some other demons, devils, whatever. You know, I know the difference between a demon and a devil based on various mythologies, but we're going to see what other people seem to think about that for next week, because we're also going to find out, can a devil cry? Perhaps a devil may cry. I'm not sure how to... That was garbage. That was a garbage transition right there. But anywho, Devil May Cry, the one that came out recent. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked it up. I got it wrong. It actually came out this year.
It came out this year?
I was
Okay.
surprised.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's even more recent and fresh. Wait, which came out first? This Devil May Cry or K-Pop Demon Hunters?
Devil May Cry.
Oh.
Devil May Cry came out in April, yes.
And K-Pop Demon Hunters kicked its ass like everything else. Makes sense. Yep. Makes sense. Well, let's see what Devil Hunter got passed over this year. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!